Hello, thank you for stopping by today. I'm Fred, the Underground Natural Health Informant, and I'll be showing you how to make magnesium bicarbonate. I've got great news. There's a book available with lots of good information besides what you see here. If you like what you see here, you'll love the book. Get unplugged from modern medicine. Okay, let's take a quick look at the chemical reaction that's going to be going on. We're going to be converting magnesium hydroxide to magnesium bicarbonate using carbonated water. There is the reaction process there. Magnesium hydroxide is about 41.7% elemental magnesium. We're going to be using 9 grams in a 2-liter bottle. So we're going to wind up with about 3 3/4 grams of elemental magnesium in about 59.5 fluid ounces of seltzer water, because we're going to be removing 1 cupful of seltzer water. So we're going to wind up with about 63 milligrams per fluid ounce in our magnesium bicarbonate concentrate. Let's take a quick look at the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need a water jug that holds a day's worth of water, drinking water for you. That's the recommended way to use it. I recommend using 2-liter size seltzer water. You can use the smaller size, but there's not as much bang for the buck and for your labor involved. And it needs to be fully chilled. You're going to need a 1-cup capacity measuring cup. You're going to need a special funnel. It's a Flow Tool brand funnel that you can get at the automotive supply store, or at Walmart. They have one called Hyper Tough, and it's exactly the same thing. You're going to want to cut off 1 7/8 inches from the tip. That leaves it with as large an inside diameter at the tip as possible, so that the powder will drop through easily. And you'll need a scale with a sensitivity of at least 0.1 grams. They're pretty cheap nowadays from online suppliers. You'll want a wooden spoon, and you'll need 1 or more medicine cups like you see there. And the first thing we're going to do is weigh out the magnesium hydroxide powder, 9 grams for the 2-liter. If you're going to use 1-liter bottles, you'll use half as much, 4.5 grams. And you'll want to use bulk supplements brand only. I've tried other more economical brands, and they don't work. So trust me on that. And I've tried many different methods. This seems to be the best. Okay, let's go into the laboratory and get with it. Okay, here we are. We're going to get down to business. Okay, we're going to uncap the seltzer water. It's fully chilled. We're going to pour out 1 cup. One cupful right on the money. Okay. In with the funnel. By the way, I cut 1 7/8 inches off of this Hyper Tough or the Flow Tool funnel. Makes it the perfect length. You can use a PVC cutter or whatever. It goes in just a little ways. Okay, I got everything measured out. Gonna sprinkle it in, pour it in pretty quickly. Wrap the funnel a time or 2. You want to cap it quickly because it's going to start foaming up and you're going to lose gas. Okay, you want to shake it for about 20 seconds. Put a little energy into it. And after about 20 seconds, it's done. I'm going to be making 4 today because sometimes they behave a little this way or that way, so that'll give us a chance. We uncap, pour out 1 cupful. Believe it or not, pouring some out allows you to put more magnesium hydroxide in. You can make it stronger with pouring some out. I found that out about a year ago. Get it in there, tap the funnel. It doesn't hurt to look down the funnel, make sure none of it got stuck. It's pretty rare that it'll get stuck. Shake it for 20 seconds. Okay, I'm going to finish these and we'll come back in a little bit. Okay, we'll wait at 25 minutes. The timer just went off. Now we're going to shake these. This is the second shaking. And hopefully the bottle will collapse, but it doesn't always collapse at this point. I'll show you the trick involved. Shake them good with a little bit of energy in it for about 20 seconds. We put 9 grams of magnesium hydroxide powder in here after pouring out 8 fluid ounces, 1 cupful of seltzer water. If you were using the 1 liter bottles, you would pour out a half a cup and you would add half as much. You would add 4.5 grams of magnesium hydroxide. Okay, this one is not collapsing, but the pressure is kind of light on it. What you do is let it sit 4 minutes, and then you come back, shake it, and it will collapse. I'm doing 4 here, so we'll see how it goes. This one is collapsing. If we get a little closer, you can see how it has collapsed. I'll hold it still here in a second. Okay, it crunched in pretty good. Open it, let some air in, shake it a couple more times. Okay, it's done collapsing. So we'll put that back here. This one needs to be shaken again in just a minute. I'm doing the third one here and we'll see how it goes. So you get the idea how this works. This one isn't quite collapsing. And we'll come back to it in 4 minutes. This one's collapsing very quickly and very thoroughly. You can see that. We'll let some air in. For some reason, sometimes they'll collapse first time around very well, and other times they won't. But that's okay. You can get the finished product either way. Okay, that one's good to go. These two, the first one here and the second one, both of these need to be shaken again. It's probably been long enough. Let's try. And it's collapsing good. The idea is to have 2 collapse sessions. They'll be spaced about 25-30 minutes apart. Okay, so that one's good. This one, oh, there it goes. 4 minutes is plenty long enough to give it another shake, to get it to collapse the first time. Let some air in, shake it again just a little bit more. Okay, now we'll set the timer for 25 minutes and we'll do it again. Okay, well the timer just went off, so they need to collapse one more time. They need 2 collapses. This one's already collapsing. Okay. You can see it collapsed quite well, and this is its 2nd time, so it's pretty much done and good to go. And just like before, if one of them doesn't collapse good a 2nd time, set it aside, just wait about 4 minutes, and then shake it, and it will collapse again. I've tried all kinds of methods. I've tried the ultrasonic cleaners, vibration devices, magnetic stir bars, you name it. This is really the best way. All of them are behaving well today. All 4 of them are collapsing good. Get some air in there. And this is the best kind of magnesium that you can use. It's very bioavailable. It gets deep into the body, into the cells, into the mitochondria. It can help with energy levels. It helps a great deal with pain. If you know somebody with chronic pain, especially when it's combined with a particular vitamin. It helps with sleep. Okay, all of them collapsed good, so we didn't have to wait. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make your day's worth of drinking water. This is the recommended way to use it. Some people use it in shots through the day, at least 3 or 4 shots. But it works a little bit better doing it this way. Distilled water or a very soft water is highly recommended. You don't want to use tap water. Okay. Here we go. I just took this out of the refrigerator. When you're done here, put it in the refrigerator. You probably don't want to make more than 1 or 2 at a time. It'll keep pretty well in the refrigerator. Okay, here's the concentrate. When it's all done and after it's sat maybe overnight, it'll be almost crystal clear and there'll be very little or no residue in it. Now this is how I use it. You can use it a little different, perhaps. I measure out about 4.5 to 5 fluid ounces. I don't have any particular pain problems. Put it in your jug here. This is a 2.2 liter jug for my day's water. Okay, it's cooler weather, so I don't need a huge amount of drinking water. So I will fill this about 3/4 of the way up, and I'll sip on it. I'll sip on it throughout the day, between meals, preferably not with meals. It's best not to drink anything with meals, actually. And if you want, you can refrigerate this if you must, but actually ambient temperature is better. Drinking cold fluids, except for an occasional treat, is really not that good for you. And that it helps a great deal with sleep. It can help with anxiety. It can help with a whole host of things because the majority of the population is seriously magnesium deficient. And so mixing it the way I do, I get about 300 milligrams of elemental magnesium in my day's drinking water. And before bed, just a little before bed, I take about 1.5 fluid ounces. That supplies about 95 or 100 milligrams there. So I'm getting about around 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium a day. That works great. And remember, the book has testimonials about how people got pain relief, a great deal of pain relief, using my magnesium like this. And you want to mix the water up the night before and use it the next day. There's one theory that says it makes the water creates a buckyball-like structure around the magnesium. I don't understand every detail with that, but they say it does help a little bit with absorption. And it takes at least 4 hours, I think, for that to occur. So make it the night before you're going to use it. And remember, you need to get unplugged from modern medicine, and you'll be healthier in the process. So please, don't forget the book, unhi.net. And get unplugged from modern medicine.